the obvious today. Coronavirus. First of all, I'm not a medic. I'm not a doctor. Not a politician. Never went to medical school. Have trouble doing a Band-Aid. But we want to talk about the coronavirus, and I don't want to talk about the coronavirus. I want to talk about a virus that is affecting our soul, a virus that is infecting our spirit. I always like to look at things from a spiritual point of view, especially now in these days, which I'm sure of. There's a great change going on the planet. There's a transition going on. It's a transition from the old era to the new one. The new one, the new consciousness is just starting to come in. But we have the old consciousness of intolerance, of fear, of prejudice hanging around. In fact, it's still dominant right now. So what we're seeing are these shocks going on between the new era, the new consciousness, and the old one that, let's put it, how can I say this, that's afraid to give it up, okay? So the coronavirus, in my opinion, is making this all so obvious. I see it on Facebook. I see it in social media. I see it on cable news. People yelling at each other. I see it in our government. Our leaders, who were elected, dividing us over this virus. More concerned about what's happening to the economy, than what's happening to people. And this is the choice that we have, because all this dirt, all this crap that's been hanging around for years is finally coming to the surface. And we who are living here, who are incarnated here at this time and place, on the world's evolution, this planet's evolution, have a choice to make. And we can reject this virus of the soul, this virus that wants us to go back to the comfortable, wants us to go back to the safe, wants us to go back to where we're used to being, instead of accepting the new consciousness that is arriving, the consciousness of brotherhood, the consciousness of understanding and of tolerance, the consciousness where we finally realize that we are just simply spiritual beings, temporarily living a human or an earth or a material existence. And we're living that material existence to learn, to grow, to evolve, and because we're simply not ready to go to another stage yet. We're not ready to take the next step towards evolution. That's why we're here. And I firmly believe that we're all here at this time in the history of the planet, in the evolution of the planet, in the transition of this vibration. Use the labels and words you like. I really don't care too much about labels. I care about facts. I care about what's going on. And it is a fact that things are changing around us. And we're here to make a choice, like I said, to go back, to park ourselves at that very comfortable place, or to move on, to accept, to evolve. If you decide, oh boy, nah, at least don't stoop to the vibration of division, the vibration of intolerance, the vibration of prejudice, of mocking other people, of bullying people, because they disagree with the way you think. I think doing that is you'll be taking a very important step in your own evolution, in your own progress. But one thing the coronavirus is teaching us is that we can build all the walls, we can build all the barriers, we can make all the propaganda of how we're different. But the coronavirus should teach us, I mean, if there's one thing we could and we can take away from this pandemic, is that we're all in this together. That what happens to, I wrote this in one of my books, what happens to a farmer in China, or a factory worker in Europe, or a businessman in Africa, or a lawyer in New York, affects us all, because we are all linked. And there's a reason why we're linked. Because we all come from the same source. You can call that source God. You can call that source universal power. Like I said, I don't care about labels. Call it whatever you want. But we're linked to one another because we are all spiritual beings, temporary, living or incarnated as material beings to learn, to grow, and to evolve. And once again, we can evolve now. I mean, we're living here at the beginning. I wouldn't even say the middle. We haven't even got to the middle yet. We are living here at the start of this transition from the old earth, the old vibration, to a slightly elevated vibration, okay? Because we're supposed to be here. And it's time for us to make a choice. It's time for us to decide. Not for Joe, not for Harry, not for Mary, not for Mary Ann, not for Kara. It's time for us to decide for ourselves which way we're going to go. We're going to go to the new, or we're going to stay with the old comfortable ways of the old consciousness. But whatever you do, please don't lower your vibration. Don't get into this. I wouldn't even say it's nonsense. I think it's very dangerous. It's very evil. And it's a virus of the soul, of thinking, I'm better than him. I know more than her. The xenophobia of, this is a foreign virus. There's nothing foreign on this planet. We are all the same. We're all in this together because we are all linked, because we come from the same place. We're all linked because we've all lived before, and we will all live again. And each of us on this planet, each and every one of us, is on a road to evolution. But don't forget, my road can be different than your road. But I respect your road. I understand your road because we're all in this together.